Good morning, my dear students, students of the third secondary stage. Today we are going to start in our book Mega Goal 5. We are going to take the introduction unit from pages 2 to page 5. Okay, I'm going to explain the lessons to you in this video, and you are asked to pay a good attention and look at everything that I read in order to know the meanings or guess the meanings of the words and understand what is the author tending to deliver to us, what is the message behind each text. We're going to begin with page 2 in the student book, listen and discuss. Okay, so open your books, page 2, the student book. Okay, now we have those 5 pages. I think the version that I made the PPT with is an older version of the book, but the context is the same. So the difference is in the pictures only. Okay, so it is the same. Don't hesitate. Now we are going to read the first paragraph and discuss after it. After each paragraph, I will pause the video in order to discuss the paragraph with each other. And if you don't know anything or a meaning of any word, just ask me. So the first paragraph is entitled with What do you think? Okay, what do you think? It's talking about collaborative learning. Collaborative learning. Collaborative learning means learning with your colleagues inside the class. Teamwork, team learning. Collaborative learning promotes teamwork in class. Collaborative learning, helping teamwork in class. Learners work together in small or large teams. Of course, if you are working in teams, teams might be small or large. Okay? I'm explaining while reading, so don't panic. Explaining, reading a sentence and explain it. Concentrate with me. However, it is not always easy for individuals to work effectively with others. What is the meaning of individuals? Individuals means one by one by one, not team. The opposite of team. Individual means the opposite of team. So when I say individuals, I mean every student in the class by his own. Okay? However, it is not always easy for individuals to work effectively with others. Some learners prefer to work on their own first. Some learners prefer to work on their own, by themselves only, then share ideas and information. And after that, after finishing learning by themselves, they can, after that, share their ideas and information with their friends. Others are others are what? Reluctant. What is the meaning of reluctant to share? Reluctant means hesitated. They are not sure whether to share or not because they want to impress the teacher with their performance. And those students want to make the teacher feel pride with them. Okay? And their performance wants to make a surprise to the teacher. Negative competition in class tends to prevent students from working together. When the teacher make a negative competition between the students, which he hopes that or he aims to give the priority to one student only inside the class, so all the students have negative competition between them. Everyone or everyone inside the class wants to be the best. Okay, so he tends to prevent students from working together. If I want to be the best, I will keep my information from my friend in order not to make him better than me. And this is, of course, a wrong way of learning. We should have teamwork in order to reach the best results. Negative competition in class tends to prevent students from working together, as they feel that they need to keep what they know to themselves. Why? In order to gain credit against everyone else in class. So each student wants to keep the information to himself in order not to give any benefit to his friends and to keep the credit against everyone else inside the class. Okay, do you see that this way of work inside the class is good? Okay, let's discuss after finishing the video. Okay, now we are going to the next paragraph, the next topic. Who are they? How do you feel about them? Okay, what do people mean when they say that someone is self-made? When you say that someone is self-made, you mean that this one was poor or something and he started from the scratch. He made himself from a very poor stage and step by step he reached higher stages and be rich with his self without any help of anyone else. Okay, this is the self-made man. They usually refer to success stories of individuals who have been able to recognize and utilize opportunities in their lives for the purpose of improving their personal living standards, gaining respect in their community, and helping others. Okay? Now we are talking about businessmen who are inside our world, inside our community, who are known with their self made stories, with their success, and they help the community. They gain respect from anybody, okay? And the models and examples of those men are many inside our countries and from outside, and we can talk about them. And here the author say, can you think of successful self-made people in your country? Who are they? How do you feel about them? Of course, after finishing this, I will make pause and discuss together. Okay. Now let's go to the following topic. Would you take a course on future studies? Here the author asks you a question about your intention, what to do in the future. Would you take a course on future studies? Have you heard of the term future studies or strategic foresight? Future studies is an interdisciplinary field that studies and analyzes current and past changes with respect to tomorrow. Okay, so future studies is an interdisciplinary field that studies and analyzes current and past changes. It it studies the changes of current, of present, of what is happening now, and what happened in the future with respect to tomorrow. So it is covering all the times, the past, future, and present. Okay. For example, many people believe that the Earth's ecosystem will collapse in the near future. Many people believe that the Earth's ecosystem, which means the atmosphere, the environment around us, everything around us, will collapse in the near future, while others believe that it will survive. And this is, of course, according to studies that he have made. A foresight approach would analyze and highlight the assumptions underpinning such views. Okay? Would you choose to take a course on future studies at university? Would you, as a learner, choose to take a course about the future studies, what will happen in the future according to the studies, of course, not haphazardly, no, according to the studies. You make studies about Earth, about what is happening, about everything, and when you uh, calculate and analyze the results of these studies, you can reach and have an insight about what can happen in the future. Let's, of course, discuss this question together now. Okay, now let's read the last question, the last topic that we have on page 3. Would you buy it? Okay. Infomercials are longer television commercials that include demonstrations of product features and customer comments. Infomercials are kind of advertisements or commercials that are presented in the television in order to discuss the product features and the customer comments about the product in order to have an overall look of the product that you are going to buy. A toll-free telephone number and or website is included for potential buyers, accompanied by an offer you can't refuse. Okay? And now, of course, we can discuss the matter together. At the bottom of page 3, we will find pair work. Before you discuss each issue, before you discuss each issue, brainstorm and think of phrases you can use to express your opinion or view, ways to agree and disagree about the things that we have read in the past 4 paragraphs. Okay? Arguments to support your view. B. Which topic would you like to know more about from the 4 topics? Why? Which topic do you find least interesting and why? And of course, we can discuss together what I have just read. You need to have a notebook and pen in order to write down the discussion, okay, to go back to it later. Now let's go to page 4. Okay, page 4. There is a conversation. Listen and practice reading the conversation in pairs, then act it out. Okay, so I will read the conversation, and after that, I will ask 2 of you to read it again with acting. Adnan and Yahya are high school students. They are walking along the corridor, chatting during break. Okay, now Adnan is talking to Yahya. You have heard, haven't you? Our chemistry teacher has been transferred. It can't be true. I saw him yesterday. He can't have left. I thought he must still be teaching in our school. Yes, so I did. But apparently he has been transferred to his hometown. So someone else is going to be teaching chemistry. I'm sorry to hear that. I saw someone new walking into the chemistry lab. He must be our new teacher. Let's have a look. No, it can't be. I don't believe it. He must be looking for me. What are you talking about? That must be our new teacher. No, it can't be. Oh, come on. Why not? Because that's my uncle. He must have known about this but never told me. He must have wanted to surprise you. It's good news, isn't it? Okay, that's the conversation, and now I will choose 2 of you to read it again. Of course, it is easy. The 2 friends are talking about the chemistry teacher. He has been transferred to another school. Yahya can't believe it. It seems that he likes his teacher and he wants him to stay. Okay, he wants him to stay. He say that he saw him yesterday, but Adnan assures that the teacher went away and he has transferred to another school in his hometown. Both the students went to the chemistry lab to see the new teacher, and to his surprise, Yahya found that his uncle is the new teacher. Okay? Now, two of you are going to read the conversation again, and I will choose more volunteers, more than two. Okay? Now let's go to the grammar lesson. Grammar lesson in this unit, introduction. Making deductions. Making deductions. Deductions can be in present and it can be in past. Okay? When we make deductions in present, we just use can't or must. Okay? Can't or must. It can't be true. As you see here, can't plus be. Be is the infinitive form of verb to be. So when we talk about something in the present, we say it can't be. It can't be. We can say he must be. Okay, he must be. Or he must be plus verb plus ing. Okay, can't be and must be. But in the past, we use can't plus have plus past participle. He can't have left. I'm talking about thing that happened in the past. He must have known, must plus have plus past participle. He must have wanted. So there are two uses for the deduction, the present and the past. In the present, we use can't or must plus be, okay? And in the past, we can use can't plus have plus past participle. We use modal verbs to say how sure we are about something. We use must plus infinitive when we feel sure that something is true in the present. He must live near here because he comes to work on foot. Come inside and get warm. You must be freezing, as we say, be plus verb plus ing. Out there, you work in a zoo. Well, that must be very interesting. We use can't plus infinitive, must plus infinitive, and the can't plus infinitive when we feel sure something is not true, and in present, of course. It has been raining for days now. They can't be enjoying their time. Can't be enjoying, of course, because it has been raining. But this is outside of, I think, because here in our countries we like raining. Raining is the best time of the year. It can't be far away now. We have been driving for hours. Where is the map? He has to work on Christmas Day. He can't feel very happy about that. He has to work on Christmas Day, and of course, a Christmas Day is an off day, so they take it as a holiday. He can't feel very happy about that because he's working on Christmas Day, of course, as if we are working on the feast day. Making deductions certainly and uncertainly. Extremely certain we use must. Maybe happen we can use may or might. Can't happen extremely certain negative we use can't, of course. She must be on holidays. This is in the present. Someone must have called her. This is in the past. We can use may and might when we are not sure. She may be or might be a smoker. She might or may have fallen in love with that boy. This is when we talk about past events. Can't, as when we say she can't be dead, she can't have disappeared in the past. Okay, now we are going to answer this question together. Read the situations and make deductions. Your father's car is in the garage. He must be home. He can't have left. We can use those sentences in order to change this question. Okay, we are going to answer this together in the student book, page 4. Okay, this is the speaking on page 5. Listen and compare the written text with the spoken account of the incident. Tick the features that you identify in each or both. Pauses and fillers, false starts and restarts, complete sentences, incomplete sentences, reordering, rewording, self correction, connectors, punctuation, and intonation. Okay, we are going to read what happened to this guy and go back again to this table. Has it happened to you or someone you know? Someone has an incident and he tells us about it. About a week ago, I went to check my bank account for the umpteenth time, hoping that I'd find some cash. I placed my card in the machine, keyed in my password, and to my great delight, there was the money in my account. So I pressed withdrawal, took my card out of the machine as I was supposed to, and happily walked away. I must have taken about 10 steps or so when I thought of checking to make sure that I'd put the money away securely. I searched my small bag and my pockets to no avail. I immediately turned and rushed back to the ATM. As I had feared, there was no cash in the slots. Then I checked my account to only get a confirmation that the amount I had requested had in fact been withdrawn. I was really upset and embarrassed. I called the bank and reported the incident. They promised to check the following day. Fortunately, the machine had a security feature which pulled back cash that was not collected within 15 or 20 seconds. I was feeling really foolish to have done such a thing, but then I was told that it happens all the time. Would you believe it? Okay, for you, my dear students, did you hear a story like that happened to you or someone that you know? Have you ever forgot to withdraw the money from the slot in the machine, or just put the card, type down your password, and click for the amount of money that you need, and after that you go away without taking the money? You forget to take it and in the machine and go away? Okay, let's discuss this matter together. Okay, thank you, my dear students. And now we are going to discuss the whole matter in the class online. Thank you again and see you tomorrow.